everyone, welcome to Podunk Hollow. I am Kate Davis, and today I'm making a huge flow art canvas piece. And once I get this started, it won't take long, but there's always a lot of prep to get your canvas just right. Right now I'm spraying down some of the more difficult areas with water, and this one has a little bit of dish soap in it, which I couldn't find the one I wanted with just water and flow aid, so this was substituted. It'll be fine. I'm putting it on the edges. I'd prefer if I had some of my paint moving down the sides of the canvas a little bit for this one. A little bit. Okay. Put that aside. This one now. I'm going to be doing dirty pours. That's what all these cups are about. Got my main cups going from this side down and then moving up this way a little bit with the sharp down toward this corner. And then I have some smaller cups to add interest to these corners, which otherwise would have a lot of negative space, and I may want to keep a lot of that negative space, but I'm just going to see how that goes. So now I'm going to start putting some white paint on. This is a jug of paint that I mixed. Nothing's in these cups yet. I'm just kind of putting it around the edge, like that. I don't know what this method with the double open cup is. I'm probably going to call it the infinity cup. It sounds like a good one. Someone probably has a name for it. If so, that's awesome. But I don't know what to call it. This is a technique, flow art. This is a technique that's been used for a very long time, and it's gotten popular in the last few months again. Ever since they had paint that was more controllable. And forgive my appearance. I don't like to paint in my clothes, good clothes. I usually end up with all my clothes ruined if I do that. So there are clothes all over my house where I've had inspiration hit. And just have to do art and can't wear the clothes while I do it. Let's see. Start with more of the negative paint up here. And this area there. This side. And how about here? Let me do something with some shine there. This area will be more negative. A good swatch there. So there's very little planning that goes into this type. I'm going to design and you go with it. And of course there are more complicated methods of going about it where there is a lot of design and planning. This is meant to flow off of the canvas. The way I'm doing this one. Some people use an edge. Sometimes I do. This is meant to also paint the sides. I think the sides are about 1.5 inches or maybe close to 2 inches deep there. So there's lots that will show. Hung on a wall without a frame. Gallery wrap, is that it? If I had gone to school in art, I might know the terms, but I don't, and I didn't. Okay. What next? How about we start with a little bit of brown in these cups, and hopefully the cohesion will keep it from running away before I'm ready. Okay. Brown here, and it's okay if it comes out a little bit. I don't mind. I want it to some degree. Mistakes are very forgivable. Earth in that one. What this should do, when I release the cups, let the tension loose, it should flow under the white. And since white is heavy, usually, it should begin to emerge higher. Okay. Might be all the brown I use, unless I just find a big spot that needs it. Next, use this dark orange. This is not a favorite color of my clients, so I'm going to use just a dab. Probably put it on the edge there. And the reason I talked him into using this is because it gives just a little bit of depth of color. The colors he wants: black and white, brown, and orange. So this was called Autumn Leaves. It's a very warm orange. And yes, we are in Knoxville. But I don't think that was a factor in his choosing the colors. Like it. Then I'm going to put a lot of this bright, bright orange right on top. There we go. And that's not a bad thing. Let that one go. Ooh, pretty. Nice so far. Really bright. That may be a new method, the sliding method. Get that on that side. It's trying. Really down. I love the one I've taken off so far. Okay. I'm gonna put that back. Got a little orange left. I'm gonna put some black on. And maybe move it this way as I do that. Ooh, that's fun. Okay, it's running off. Very good. How about over here too? Run off that way. I think one thing, it's hard to control where it runs. And get some started. It'll give that interesting look. And then I'll try and tilt it. This is on another table. This is the one I just did. I'm gonna pull it this way. And this one. This way. Already done some of that. Pull this one down there and then up here. And a lot of this one left. Can move that way. Great. There, put them together. And this top one. Probably put more white in this one in a minute. That is it for the black. Jiggle, 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 jiggle. Okay. Get these away. Clean it up a little bit. Not too much runoff yet. A little more. I know what I want to do. I told you I wanted to do something shiny. I meant it. And this stuff is really expensive. I've been shopping for more of it all week. It's a golden high flow acrylic. But I haven't found a price I like anywhere to go. been on sale, they just weren't on sale this week. What I'm doing right now, you may not be able to see it, is just lifting it a little bit. Yes, with the cup still on. Watching that cup slide. It's all fun. Up. Up, up, up. And then right.
Mama?
Yes.
Are we going to the pool today or are
Yes, we are. You're on camera. I just wanted you to know. I'm recording this. This is my daughter. Do you want to wave at the camera? You can come a little closer. There you go. This is my eldest. She is amazing.
This looks really cool.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go back upstairs.
Okay, figured you would. Messy fun. So I like the way it's looking. It's actually got a little bit of a fractal pattern coming up over here and over here, where I added the. I don't want to do this. Where I added the mica, the golden high flow. I really want to preserve that, so I'm trying to get into it without messing it up. The fractal pattern is a it's a flow pattern that you sometimes get when you have all the right densities and all the right materials come together and they make that magic happen. There's some paints you can buy specifically for that. They're very expensive. And they're actually hard to get. But you get more reliable fractals happening. Okay. What this is swiping. Don't want to do too much swiping because it does blend them together a lot, but it also makes the layers pop up, the little, what you call cells. That's almost it for my white paint. But that's as much as I'm going to get. Right. So I'm going to go over some of this. Bring it up here. That tilt it some more. I'm sorry if my clothes are falling off. I actually have an apron around my bottom because I have a huge hole in my pants. I didn't want you to see that. This is more of a spatter paint style, whatever you want to call it. Remove some of that. It's fun on the more boring parts. What else? This is waiting. Kind of is. And you can see how I'm kind of dragging this through. All it is playing with surface tension. Dragging it around. Pulling the other colors across the layers. Here. Like I said, I really want it to drip off the edge some. Almost removed all the cups. Again, a little depth detail. This isn't the color he wants much of. But I don't think it's going to interfere with the end design. Only a little bit. And I really don't want to get into that beautiful, there is beautiful mica work in here. Fractals everywhere. I'll get the camera in on it later, so don't want to interfere with it. Why don't I move this down? Take it in there a little bit and then through the passage down here. Pretty great. Stand a bit more brown at the top. Just a tiny bit left. There is a dog here. And it's probably one of the biggest problems in a flow painting. Is that everything is attracted to it. Dog hair and lint, bugs. fractal work. And then that is it. This. I used 3 layers of foundation on this canvas before starting to paint so that it was almost mirror smooth and so tight you could almost make music on it. Tight like a drum. I hear someone coming. Opening the door. That's one of the little ones. You hear the knocking? I've got a little more orange. There we go. Awesome. And a little right there. You may get to hear from the entire crew. I have 4 children, and my mother is a big part of my life, and my husband. Any one of them could be walking in the door at any moment. You saw my eldest. She's awesome. Ooh, I really love this. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, and I have 2 dogs. I have a Pomeranian that is going to be 17 the 1st of November this year. She can't hear anything, and she barely remembers where she is, but she seems to be happy. Which, you know, what can you say? It's always good. So I'm going to have to stick for that. I'm going to wrap up the orange one. Here. Height matters, right? Okay, way high. Here they come. Someone has a key. Everyone, you're on camera, so refrain from your saying anything embarrassing about me or anyone. We're gonna go to the pool soon. Y'all have to stay back.
I like your picture, Mama.
Thank you, dear. I like it too.
I just dotting and like everyone. Like this dotting around.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm just dotting.
Mama, in it, are you going to say, Mama?
Yes, dear. I'm listening.
In it, are you going to say, sorry about Nora?
Sorry about Honora.
Yeah,
Why would I be sorry about Honora?
for her yelling.
She always does that.
I know.
I'm sure it makes me sorry.
I think we have to stand back here if we don't want to be orange and black.
I
I want to
know.
be orange and black.
No,
And you are
that was a joke.
being video camera.
Someone cut your
Let me
phone.
say could be.
What might happen as far as fire extinguishing goes?
Oh, if I use the torch, I put the fire extinguisher under the table in case I used my torch. Right?
And
What?
what does the torch do?
It brings out details underneath. It helps it to spread a little better.
Oh, my word.
You need to stay back. I'm almost done. I'm just going to spattering it right now.
Well, don't rush. On our account.
that would be wonderful.
Come on, Bryson.
Are we going outside?
There's too much temptation for
Go outside.
metals.
I think she got a little paint.
Good. So that is my life you just saw. They are awesome. This will take several days to dry. And after it is dry all the way through, I'll put an archival layer of layer of gel medium and varnish after that. A lot of people use resin sometimes, which is beautiful, but it's just too big to do that. I would have to use wood supports underneath, and I'm not going to build wood supports. Alright, what direction do I want to go first? Toward that corner.
I think you can still be interested.
I thought her suit was in the other room. So all done at this point. I'm mostly trying to make sure that the paint comes to the edge of the canvas. Some other things I wanted to use for this section. Anyway, this is a icing smoother. It also smooths paint very well. here look kind of like jellyfish.
Almost every single bit of the canvas is covered. It's covered. Ooh, I like it. Tilt a little bit more that way again. And that one. Lifting it again in your way. Seeing what I'm doing. That way again. And then sounds like it's raining. Okay. And a little more down towards that direction. That's about done. burn the house down. That's it. It's done. We'll have a picture later. Bye-bye.